Turkish Get-Up is at once a mobility stability drill and a full body exercise in that you ought to be using upper body, lower body, and core. There's a whole lot of room for error with this, so let's kind of build it step by step from the ground up. You'll notice that my left leg is straightened out in a 45-degree angle because I'm going to move in that direction when I begin to get myself up off the ground. There's a straight line from my right wrist down to my right shoulder. And you'll notice that my right foot is very close to my right hip because I'm going to treat this like a single leg glute bridge in order to initiate the movement. A lot of times you see people try to muscle these either through their upper body or through their core like a sit-up. I'm going to use those two things, my upper body and my core, but I'm also going to use my lower body, again, like a glute bridge to get myself up into that starting position right there. Forearm is planted on the ground. Notice, again, there's a straight line from my right wrist to my right shoulder. That is going to be a constant theme. This is what I mean by stability. I stay on the kettlebell whole time. From here, I rise up onto my left wrist. Notice that my left wrist is directly underneath my left shoulder. So I'm stable there and I'm stable on the right side. I'm going to continue driving up not only through my right foot, but also through my left arm in order to generate enough space so that I can get that left leg back into what looks like a side bridge. And from here, you can see a straight line from right wrist now all the way down to my left wrist and also from my left hip down to my planted side left knee. At this point, I'm going to come up into a kneeling position. Eyes remain on the kettlebell. Now I have to get myself up. The logical thing to do is to do a lunge in order to get up. The issue is that my hips are pointing in two different directions. So I'm going to pull my right foot, my right leg out in front of me so that my hips are now even. Now I can turn this into an overhead lunge. Now I've got stability again in that there's a direct line literally from wrist to ankle. Then I invert this process and I turn this into a reverse lunge. And as I start to step down, my eyes return to the kettlebell. My right leg comes back out to where it is or where it was when I was getting up. And then I drop that left palm down to the ground. And again, I'm stable from right to left wrist and left hip down to left knee. And then I drag that left leg back out. Again, kettlebell, straight line, and stabilized. Then from my palm, I drop down to my forearm, then all the way back down. Again, bunch of steps here. We started from the bottom, we went up, and then we went back down. That is one rep. So hopefully that helps clear up some stuff for you guys when you're doing your Turkish get-ups.